Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Aquarius for the week of September 15th. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And hitting the hype button as well. And of course, all the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing that. It truly is appreciated, and I do thank you very much. Okay. And the Three of Pentacles. Oh, doing some homework this week, doing some research, looking into something, getting some collaboration from others, a little more insight. You know, it's going to take teamwork and collaboration, and you're willing to learn how to do this for yourself. Maybe you're getting advice, like myself, learning how to set things up properly on a computer. It could be something so simple, but you're building something tangible and good for your future as you do this. You know, for older people, sometimes it's very difficult to pick the proper settings on your computer. But this one, you know, it could be something that simple, but that's just an example. But you're definitely putting in the labor to accomplish this. Like, you're really focused on learning this new skill. And the Page of Pentacles, yes. Moving forward, new opportunities for financial gain for your future. And you are just at the very beginning of this. You know, you've manifested this. You want the financial opportunities to come to you. You're already very skilled. And it's now presented itself. So you have planted the seeds very well to get to where you are. People have listened to you over the time, and then there's an offer, or somebody says to you, like, okay, you know, have you tried this, that sort of thing. So you're definitely putting time, energy, and effort into something, and it will pay you back very handsomely in a very short period of time. And the Ace of Swords, look at that, taking flight. Meaning moving forward, being very decisive. You know, you have the mental clarity, and this is your breakthrough. You know, the new ideas are just beginning to take flight, and this is your success. You know, you have a new form of confidence going forward, and you're quite decisive on your decision and how it's going to pan out in the future. Like, you're very, very focused. Oh wow, 10 of Cups, happy home, happy life, celebrations, people coming together, you know, like-minded people. There's help here. There's just a whole warmth of a community for yourself. And that's beautiful, because this is a blessing in disguise. Good relationships, alliances, fulfillment. You know, you have total love and support here for you going forward. And the Two of Swords, but there's still a slight hesitation. You know, you're thinking about something, and it's difficult for you to make this decision. It's weighing quite heavy on you. You know, you're at a deadlock right now. Do I do this or don't I? Should I try that or not? So you're trying to come to a more balanced state for yourself, to know that you're on the right path at the right time. You're just trying to get that little extra insight before you make a decision. And the Empress, most definitely finding balance for yourself and those around you. You know, this is good prospects coming in. You're developing very well. You have definitely accomplished something, and it will bring you great growth in your future. So you are all about planting the seeds, waiting patiently to see what happens, before you do the next step. But you are already in that place for yourself. You just haven't quite recognized it yet. And the moon, yeah, you picked a new path. You really have. You've decided to change what's around you because you want the change now. You know, this is a dream that you've wanted. You've finally given yourself permission to do this fearlessly. Step into it. See what happens. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And that's your attitude towards this. You're absolutely taking care of yourself. Your health is your wealth, and you realize that too. So you're, you know, watching what you eat, taking care of your health, not overindulging in anything, alcohol, drugs, whatever it happens to be. We all have our vices, and this is you taking control of that, deciding to take a different direction, because you know it's all doable and accomplishable if you step into it. And that's what you're doing. You are literally changing right before everybody's eyes, and it's going to be quite shocking to a lot of them, but you're doing this for the right reasons. Yourself. And the Queen of Pentacles. Look at your finances grow. You're definitely money orientated for your future, your prospects, your financial security. You're definitely a hard worker. When you decide to do something, boy, do you give it your all until it's done. Like, you don't just quit halfway. No, you're very determined. You're very decisive. And when you get focused, you really focus. And this time it is on your finances, trying to make sure that your future is secure, which is, boy, so understandable. But you're doing it comfortably. You're not overstressing and worrying about it, and that it seems to be flowing much more easily to you than you had thought. And you planted those seeds before. You just didn't understand what the payout was going to be for you, but it's becoming very much a reality, and you're starting to see just how big it is getting. Yeah, the King of Rods, definitely taking your power here. Understanding that these steps you're taking are meant for your future. And you're not taking a back seat to this. You're absolutely going for it. You know, you're a natural born leader. You can see the bigger picture than most people can. And you can overcome any challenges if you choose to do so. Because you're really career focused this week. You know, your future, your endeavors, what you're going to have, where you're going to live, who's going to be around you. Like, you are very much in control of that, and you're so aware of it now. And you're absolutely sitting in your power with that, because you can see what other people are either not willing to or admit to. But you're doing both. And you're fixing yourself for that step. So that's really good to see coming in for you. And you definitely have the backing of others to make those next steps. And the Page of Rods. Yeah, new beginning. New opportunities. And you are inspired to get moving. There's good news coming in. You're going to hear something, and it's going to give you that spark. You know, you're very free-spirited. You're very independent. You like to be able to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. And you're extremely excited about this new project that you're doing. You know, you haven't felt that in a while to decide to do something. But this good news that's coming in for you, like it's somebody telling you something, is going to ignite your passions in something again. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, if there's any competition or conflicts or any of that, you're letting it play itself out. You're not getting involved. You know, you're tired of it, the disagreements, whatever, the tension that comes up with all of that. You know, when you walk into the room and you got that feeling of, oh, they're here, you know, that sort of thing. You just don't want to get involved anymore in that. And you're not, because you've chosen to take the higher road. You know, whether that's in a job, a home life, family life, friends, whatever this happens to be for you, you're putting your hands up and going, I am not playing this game. And you are, because of that, standing out very positively. It's not that you're being, you know, over dramatic or arrogant about it. Quite the contrary. You're just taking the higher road. You understand this is petty and silly. You don't need to be in part of it. And that can be even interviewing for a job. You don't have to do anything other than, you know, hand them your resume and they'll ask you some questions and you'll answer them, and you're very truthful that way. And for others, that's very hard to handle. But you are doing it from the better perspective. And the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, some of you have been wise over the time and made some good investments. And we're hoping for a better, faster, you know, outcome, but it's going to take a longer time. So you're now taking a longer term view of it, like what is going to give you for all this hard work that you're putting into this, and what will be the end result. Your investments will pay off, just a little bit slower than what you had hoped or thought. Maybe when you ask somebody, when you made an investment in something, you know, what's their perspective of this, and of course they, you know, give the pitch there of, oh yeah, it'll bring you X this by this time. Well, maybe it didn't quite give you as much as you had hoped at that time. So you reinvested in yourself, reinvested in this. And now you're stepping back and just watching patiently to see what comes next towards you. But you are in a very good spot right now to do that. You can, you know, remove yourself from the circumstances and situations, take care of your own business immediately, and see what else comes in. So you're learning to do that for yourself, and it's very difficult for you. And the King of Pentacles, there you are, in charge. Or this is an earth sign, you know, but this is you taking the power over your finances, your wealth, your businesses. You're taking the leadership role in this. And you want security. You don't want to have to question it or share it or anything else, but you want to know exactly where your abundance is for your future. You feel empowered when you have the right answers. And right now you're in the process of seeking them. Like where to put your finances, how to hang on to it, all governing around your future and your stability. And that's a very good place to be, because you're taking care of business for yourself and your future generations. But yeah, yours is all about, you know, taking care of business, changing your direction, taking care of yourself, investing in your own future going forward. Okay. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.